Ladies and gentlemen, human rights mean that the moment when we give people or human the freedom and let them to do all the things that they want as long it is positive and not break the other human right. And also, this freedom will stick and controlled by the country policies. In Indonesia, human right also written on Undang-Undang Dasar 1945 and also in our Pancasila. Human rights, it is included that the freedom of speech and the freedom of you to deliver your opinion, which is you want to deliver it direct or indirect. But in nowadays, the people usually share or say their speech indirectly using the internet. But something that happened, something that make it problematic by the develop of the world, especially for the internet itself, that people being easily to have access, and they have no limitation to show up and to share their opinion through the internet itself. Why it is become something that really why that it is become something that really problematic for the human rights, for the human right itself. Firstly, that the people will be easily to spread hoax or also hate comment. When the people is trying to share hate comment, it make other people feel hurted and so on and so forth, and it's also and it is proof you that other people already break your right, your human's right. We think that we do believe that the moment when you have your right, then you also have your responsibility. Your responsibility is to let people to respect other people feeling. That is your responsibility as the human right, and you also have your human right. But you cannot take your right before you do this kind of responsibility to protect other people feelings from you. Now, let us see the case that happened in around of the world. The moment when a lot of students or people is trying to suicide, ladies and gentlemen, they are killing themselves just because they are receive a lot of hate comment in their social media and or also from the internet that they receive. It make them have a mental illness or even worse, that they got depression, and then they finally decided to killing themselves. I mean, that is the problem that happen when there is no limitation to the access of the internet itself. That's why we are trying to make all of the people to be aware that within your right, you also have responsibility to take care and also to respect to the other people feeling, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why, in order to prevent the bad things that probably start from the internet itself to be happen in the real life, such as suicide, like I already said before, so I will bring the idea of we are trying to limit the access of the internet itself, so that one person to another person, the right will be protected, not just only your right but also other people right. So how will we do that? We will do that in a some way. Firstly, we are trying to limit the access for the certain people to access the internet, like the social media itself. Who is the certain people? The certain people mean that the children who is still under 17 years old. Why does this kind of children was limited to have the limited access for the internet itself? Firstly, because they are still immature, ladies and gentlemen. They still didn't understand what the meaning of the human right itself, even though that they already learned it in the school, but they still didn't educate enough to understand, and they still cannot understand about people also have the human right. So you cannot just do whatever you want, because if we are see that the commonly in the world, people who are problematic with the usage of the internet itself, it is children, ladies and gentlemen, because the moment that they are, maybe those children is trying to spread their opinion by the hate comment itself, they didn't understand that you are break the role, or you are break the human right for the people to feel safe and to not feel like they are being hate by the other. Okay, and and in the end of the day, we are prevent them and we are make them aware that other people right is also important, not just my right. That is the thing that we are trying to say from the other. So a lot of cases such as suicide or cyberbullying will not be happen in the future. And the second one, we are trying to limit the access. Even we are want to ban certain kind of internet, such as first blue content or also illegal sites to watch movie and also online gambling. And why does it is become something that really urgent for us to be limited the access of the internet is like, firstly, the opposition probably will say that by limiting the access of the internet, it also break the human right itself. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, I think that the moment when we give the freedom to the other, it also open the possibility for the human to break or to neglect the other people right also. So so it is something that urgent for us to make them aware that the other people is also have the right, and also even though we have right, our responsibility is to take care and to respect their feeling, just like that. And the second one, it is will lead it is something really important to limit the access of the internet itself, because the moment when we are not limited the access of the internet itself, it will lead the people to being ignorant to the other, or we said it as an individualist. So, with the moment when they are only care about their right, they didn't care about the other people right, and it make them forget about their duty or their responsibility. As I already said, that within your right, you also have the responsibility to respect the other people. So that in order to prevent, in order to protect this kind of a human right, the only thing that can we do is to limit the access of the internet itself for all the people.